Thank you for coming on. Let's get into this. Look. I know Stacey has a new section we're going to be talking about later, like what we are giddy about. It's this Kendrick Lamar Drake thing. I don't know if I feel like I was in college. I really took it off 2 days of work. Like I've been at work, but I haven't been at work. I work from home, but I have not been at work. I have not been on the clock officially for 48 hours.
Break the song down.
yeah, I'm on everything. I'm on message boards with young dudes on Reddit. I don't care. I'm signing up for Reddit. I hadn't even signed up for Reddit before. I did 2 days ago to be involved in this.
It's a good time.
What time did it drop on Tuesday?
8:24. Kobe's numbers.
Okay, so Stacey overslept Tuesday. I overslept on Tuesday. My day at work starts at 9 a.m. So I wake up anywhere between 8:30 and 8:55, right? To be able to open up my laptop by 9. I woke up at 11:30 on Tuesday.
Oh,
great. Seriously. So legit.
I'd already called off work though, Stacey.
Right. Like, woke up, right. Look at my phone and I'm like, 11:30 in the morning? Like, so, you know, and it takes you a while to figure out, like, okay, like y'all discombobulated and I'm kind of walking around in circles trying to just figure it all out. So, but in the midst of that, first thing in the morning, all I do, you know, I'll check my notifications. So I get on Facebook and I see people saying, oh my God, I can't believe what he said. Oh my God, this, like, oh my God. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, oh man, the best diss track. I can't believe this nigga dropped a diss track before lunch. And I'm like, drop the diss track. So again, I'm sleepy. I still got crust in my eyes. I need to put some solution in with my contact. Like I have no idea what the hell's going on. So again, I had to go to the white people. I had to go to the internet to find out what had happened. So like Needles, what you don't know is like, so with during all of the Drake beef, when everything was really, really going down that week, I was in the process of packing to move. So I missed a whole lot. And I had to go to like a Slate article to explain to me everything that had happened. Okay. So I went to According to Hip Hop. And immediately I saw the link and I went to listen. I listened to, I guess, part 1 of the track. And I said, you know what? Nope, let me stop because I don't have time right now to fully digest this.
Yeah.
Like and I was already 3.5 hours late for work. I got to focus. Like I got to get back in there. So when I come back finally after work and I sit there, because I'm used to watching TV with closed captions and I'm 42 with old ears, with new rap songs, I need to read the lyrics. Because I'm going to miss something. I'm going to miss a punchline. I didn't really hear. Like, I'm like, what do you slow down? What do you say now? Turn it up. Well, I don't know the ad lib in the back. Like, it's too much stuff going on. So I'm literally listening and reading the lyrics as I listen. And it hit different. It punches you right here because you don't mishear anything. Like, and I'm looking at, Genius. So Genius has the lyrics for real. And
that's all I go to.
That, like, that's it. Like, I mean, back in the day, I used to go to OHHLA.
Yeah.
To go get Oola. Go to Oola to go get your hip hop lyrics. But now, Genius. And like I said, it hits differently.
Was this like that?
Like, yeah, so for real.
No, she's talking about
like this. It happened like your first.
Oh, Euphoria. Okay.
Yeah, for your first listen of Euphoria, you're listening, but you're also reading the lyrics at the same time. So I didn't have to, I did listen again, but the first time I already caught it. I'd already got everything. And then you go back again, and now I can just really listen. And it's like, golly, sheesh, you gotta fight him at this point. Like, you have to fight.
The boy is on the clock.
Before I go into something that is amazing, just go ahead. I've done super deep dives, y'all. Like I'm like, what is the little thing that everybody was doing before, like the 4chan thing, with like the Trump stuff? What was that called?
The what?
I don't know.
Remember the 4chan thing that he was called? Certain people that was like deep diving and think it was a deep state, and the pizzeria and everything.
Like
QAnon. I am a Kendrick Nine. Like I literally have sat there and literally I'm talking about everything. I'm picking up everything. I'm in it. Like people are sending me stuff though now, so I'm literally in a Kendrick Nine at this point.
Oh yeah,
send it to me. I've been off for 2 days. Like to send it to me. Go ahead.
I wish I could say I was that deep into it. I listened to it and I I dug it. I think he definitely tore it up. But it's like what I don't understand though is like the responses. And I had this conversation with somebody today. I'm like, I must be really out of the loop when it comes to this rap beef stuff because I'm like, I'm looking at responses and they're like, it's not enough. Like he still back, and I'm like, what? Like, what more do you want? Like, I'm like,
they want them to kill each other.
Right? It's the Tyrese cry. What more do you want from me? What else did y'all want him to do? What else do you want him to
y'all,
say?
This may be the best rap diss of all time. Like, I love Hit 'Em Up. This may be the best rap diss of all time. Like, and I know that sounds crazy.
All Drake said was, "Nigga, you short." Nigga, you short.
And I was
it wears size 7.
You wear size 7.
You got little bitty feet.
I was disappointed in that. I'm like, that's so low hanging fruit. Like, you supposed to be like, you supposed to like get him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just saying he's short. Like, okay. Like, for me,
last name ever, first name greatest. Really? Not according to that lyric.
I understand.
Now, stop it, Stacey. At one point, find out your government name as a rapper was a great part of this track. At one point, your name is Grady. Like, oh, snap, his name is Grady.
Right.
It was.
Right. But cats now, like, they on the Keith Murray thing, like, it's my government name. But like, I know that I have an unpopular opinion right here, but the whole low-hanging fruit thing for me, that was one of the reasons why I was never the biggest fan of Ether. You know what I'm saying?
I can feel that.
I felt as a Nas fan from Illmatic up to that point, from Live at the Barbecue to Illmatic to all, I was like, after the takeover, which I love, I was like, man, Nas is about to get that dude, because we all knew that Nas was the better MC, or at least that's how I felt. I love Jay and Nas.
It split a lot of people at the time, like I'm a whole fan, and some of the partners are Nas fans,
right? But I was always like
3-4 more years of like Jay-Z.
I think the people who
I chose the side,
but you were like, how'd you feel on when Jay-Z did Blueprint 2, the song, when he went at him on that with the whole crew?
Oh, dude, you know what?
People don't mention that either, though.
All I know, look,
that's because nobody listens to BP2. We try not to mention that album.
That's very true.
We just pretend it didn't exist. It's just one of those things.
I gotta dip out for a second. I'm gonna come right back. Okay?
No. You good. Jump on back in.
We want to get back. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna just slide in when I can.
No, you good. Scott, you can go into your thoughts though, Scott.
No, I was just following off the Jay-Z Nas beef. I was just saying Jay-Z just lyrically 2-1. I just took it as 2-1.
Yeah, but let's get back to the Kendrick part. So,
back to
Kendrick 9. Look, Stacey, I already have my answer for the last segment. Don't worry about it. You can actually probably pass me, go to let me collect my $200 on Monopoly, because I have literally been in thought of this. Yo, I sound like a conspiracy theorist. I feel in my mind, because I be calling random people like, yo, did you know that such own this Kendrick song? I'm talking about, I know everyone, and I've not done it to y'all though, because we do business together, we do this, and I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. But like, if I have your phone number officially where I call you, I have fucked with you so much this week, though, and you probably are tired of me, because I've been just, hey man, so did you know when they were talking about the $200,000 thing, Get Like Me? He was talking about so Drake has a lawsuit that he had to settle for $200,000 that Kendrick is talking about. He's not talking about himself. he says in the first line, if you want to get like me, or have you ever played Get Like Me? Let's play that. So he's acting like it's him, but it's Drake that he's talking about. And he had a sexual assault lawsuit. He had to settle for $250,000. He said, "Have you ever had a $250,000 lawsuit and you be okay?" You think he's talking about himself? He's talking about. He already said, "Let's play Get Like Me."
Yeah, see that bar went over my head. I didn't know that, but
I just found this out before we got on the show, though. I'm sorry.
The one bar I got right away when he was like, "When your dad is a killer and you trying to be Junior." When he was talking about Jay Prince,
Baby and Lil Wayne and them.
No, I was thinking about the Jay Prince and Jay Prince son because wasn't that part of the takeoff?
Oh,
yeah.
See, I love being in Ken.
I'm thinking, and then
like
Jay Prince investment.
See what I'm saying? And then,
I was thinking Jay Prince.
Right. The thing I sent today in the chat about with Meg the Stallion, right? And just with her diss record she had out there, but just heard the little small things that she mentioned about with Drake and the BBL, and all, and you're a bad bitch, blah blah. But those phrases are being used by everybody else in the beefs, like all the things that she mentioned. Yeah, everybody else,
Ross was saying it.
Right, everybody else is bringing it up now. Like everybody, like
I will say this. This is the thing, though, Stacey. Kendrick did what a comedian does. A comedian pulls it together of things that we've been talking about, are seeing, and puts it together in one cohesive stand-up of being like, or some you observation.
He didn't have to go get no dirt. He didn't have to get dirt.
Exactly what it is. It's absolutely observational. And so when we talked about this before about stealing jokes, right? It's that we can both have the same idea, right? It's just about how we execute talking about a specific thing, right? So again, the idea of Drake being built like a bad bitch, all right, let's go with that. And now everybody hops in and you give your own,
then
throw your
sexy red line because he always with her, because he always with
the sexy red line, and everybody is like, so like, yeah,
I gotta give y'all some props. I gotta give you and Scott props. This is something you all said earlier that we may need to apply to Drake. What did you say, Scott, about Diddy? What did you say about Stacey? What did you say about Diddy? Hanging out with these young people? Or at some point, you gotta leave the club, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta go home. You gotta go home.
One day you gotta leave the club.
You gotta go home. You gotta go home.
But Drake ain't leaving the club. He's hanging out with
because what? How old is Drake? What, like 36, 37?
38.
Damn near 40.
38, 39.
Damn near 40.
He right there at 40.
Yeah. That nigga 40. Like 38, you 40. Yeah. You already 40. Go ahead and say
go to your son game.
We need to make a campaign t-shirts which y'all said, like, yo, get out the club.
Like, don't be that old nigga in the club.
Don't be that old nigga in the club. You got to get out the club at some point, right? At some point, the club can't be just the only thing that you want. Right now, as we get older, sometimes you still got that one friend that want to have their birthday party at the club or go to dinner and then go to the club afterwards.
Nope.
And everybody still got that one friend.
You got to take a nap to prepare to go out.
Man, look, girl, like I'm already exhausted from dinner and I need to go take some gas X because got a little heartburn from this what we just ate. So, but you want to go to the club. So, but again, sometimes you got to get out of the club, and these niggas need to get out of the club. You hanging out with all these young niggas, and young niggas don't do shit, but the young nigga shit. And you are old nigga, and old niggas can't be doing young nigga shit because when you do, you get caught up with the young niggas.
Why are you 38 out here racing Hellcats?
You need to be out here pricing a slingshot.
And what's so amazing about this song is, I think as people realize what he was saying, it's like a slow burn. There's a reason he won a Pulitzer Prize, though, y'all, because this is a slow burn, like a book where you're like, oh, you know what? Damn, I didn't know that. Then people are starting to change their opinions. Like, okay, I didn't like it first, but I didn't know what was going on here. And you realize, oh, he's really dissecting and breaking it down as that man. At least for me, as being a man with a daughter that I raised, Scott, you got your son. For you to say to somebody you don't know about that when it comes to raising your child, I gotta come shoot you potentially. No, because like, yo, like I sacrifice for my kid.
How
like real sacrifice? I ain't talking about money sacrifice. Real sacrifice. What I want to do personally.
Yeah. We get like simply when you said sacrifice, I got it right. Like it's with any parent, it's more than the financial sacrifice, right? It's way more than that. It is you can't get up and go do something because your child is there. You with your job, if your job wants you to move to a different state or a different country, you can't necessarily do that. Like it's going to be a whole lot. It's not just you. Simply put, right? It ain't just you and another adult. There's a child involved, and there's a lot that goes with it. So the idea that when someone says that you are a deadbeat or you're not taking care of your kid, and you are, I understand being upset about that. So like I said, with this, after this track, Drake got to fight, but you know that he can't. You know,
I was say, how soon does he respond? He on the clock.
There's so many levels. The reason that I think this diss track is going to become top 5 is because all the best diss tracks of all time have a narrative. If you look at Tupac and Biggie, that's why I fucked your bitch. No Vaseline. Why you messing with that Jewish guy?
Yeah, I left
the bridge is over. Queens be taking it from the Bronx.
The Ripper Strikes Back.
Yeah, look, I don't like you, MC Hammer. I don't like you, Ice-T, and I don't like you, Kumo D. Like, there's a narrative off of it. There's no narrative in the Drake. Drake had a narrative in the first ones with Meek, but it's no narrative now. This dude has also told you that you can't be black no more, basically. He said you can't say nigga no more.
I don't like it.
I've been trying to do this for years, Stacey. Since 2002, I've been trying to revoke niggas, and people think it's because it's a biracial thing. I've been trying to do it because you ain't really black.
There's a list of people. There was something I saw the other day. They had a list of people that they kind of want to stop saying nigga. And Fat Joe was at the top of the list. I
know Fat Joe is like at the top.
Fat Joe is at the top.
I have a complicated thing with Fat Joe because I love the Don Cartagena album. I don't want to.
It's that I will say is that it's kind of like we automatically gave a pass to the Hispanic community or
New York
Puerto Rican.
No, New York did.
Like,
it's like
okay,
you know, okay, let me give you an example with your sorority, Stacey. So it's like you have a big sister in DST that has brought somebody else in that's adjacent, not directly with you, though, and said like, no, yeah, they DST from Louisiana or whatever. Because I'm your OG. I've been 3-4 years in the game, or 3-4 generations. I'm older than you. You just accepted they DST. You ain't charged them up. You ain't did nothing. You just accepted because they're older and they're one of the people that started your organization. That's how Puerto Ricans got in that are from New York. I don't think Puerto Ricans that are outside New York can get away with it. That's what I'm keep going. But I'm saying that's the standard level.
Like I said, I think, but there's a pass that has been given to and it's crazy thing is when you mention New York, it kind of works that way because when you think about our grandparents and whatnot, right? So like all of us, everybody that's from St. Louis, generally speaking, your people are from the South, right? They're from Arkansas, they're from Memphis, they're from somewhere, and they came up, right? With the New York folks, again, it all turns into where does the boat stop? And so you got in New York, you got a lot of people that are West Caribbean or West Indies, right? So like in that area. So you have somebody who's going to be half and half. So they half black and they half this, or they half this and they half that. And there's so many halves and halves and everything, and like all the mixture and everything. So nigga, it happens. And versus when you're in another part of the country, that's not our experience, right? You meet somebody that's black in St. Louis, they black. Their mama 100%. Is colored and their daddy was Negro. They're black. That's it. That's all we got. There is maybe there's some mixture in there somewhere, but there is no hell, like it was something the other day. It was like all these celebs that you didn't know were from the West Indies, and so you have Busta Rhymes on there. So all those folks, but again, your mama was Jamaican, or what? Like somebody in your family was from the West Indies. But again, to that point, like it's that past just comes in there, right? Like you might be biracial, but you do have a Black parent, and your other parent might be again Hispanic, but you got to say nigga. And the areas that you're growing up in, you get to keep saying it. So when the rest of the world hears you say it, we're like, who the fuck is this? Who is this?
But you already had passed for a long time.
Right. I'm just nigga speak Spanish. Why the fuck is he saying? And so it's not a it doesn't necessarily bother me. Sometimes something for some people it's a little bit more cringe than others. And I love that.
You know what it means though when you hear somebody say nigga and you be like, and I'm talking about this is a Black person where you're like, this feels disrespectful. Like, and they can be light skin, dark skin, brown skin, whatever, and you're like
why that nigga say that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're like, whoa. Like my mom, very long story short, she was texting me fussing about something. And when she referred to the gentleman, she called him a nigga, but she used the ER when she typed it. And I was like, oh my God, she meant that's
he's serious.
Like she was serious. But so I think that like I said, the idea of Drake not being able to say it anymore tickles me. And I liked the way that Kendrick said it, because it was like for me, it felt like a train of thought. Right, like, and it's definitely how I think. Right, it'd be like, I'm like you saying nigga. Like, I guess it's kind of like not a big deal. It's just kind of cringy.
No, and then he said, I don't know about y'all. Like, where he's like talking to somebody, like, yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like that.
I don't like that for real. Like, it's just kind of like it's kind of cringy. I mean, maybe it's not that deep. Anyway, back to these lyrics, and like so that cracks me up, because it's definitely like he just kind of. It just was that train of thought, and then it was like, all right, so back to the bars, blah, 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 and then to finish it off with singing, we don't want you to say nigga no more, and now it's like, so
he just taunting them, teasing them.
Right, what happens now?
It's so thought out. Like, I don't know what Drake can do besides just calling his wife a bitch, like through the whole song. Your wife a bitch, your wife a bitch, your wife a bitch, and just continuously say it, and like hopefully it's over a good beat. Because the dude started with the Wiz with doggone Richard Pryor saying, everything I do is
and another to get back to it,
I'm a Canaan. Let's go. I'm
with the name of the song, Euphoria. Yeah. That's that show, and what that show is about, the teenagers, and they say,
exactly. That's the same. And Brandon said that he's produced on there. So there's a whole lot of little bitty Easter eggs. Just all throughout.
It's like a movie, man. You're gonna come back to it and watch it.
And you gotta keep listening to it and go back, like, all right, what this mean, right here?
Yeah, dude, I didn't know Pusha T's real government name until this song, y'all.
Genius helps me a lot with references.
What's Pusha T's?
That's when we all
real name.
Terrence Watkins or whatever. That's his government name. That's his government name. He was like, he's Terrence Watson. I'm Terrence Crawford. And I was like, oh shit. I didn't even realize Pusha T's government name was that.
Yeah.
He actually did reveal that, because I don't know nobody knew that his government name was Terrence Watson. Who knew that? But it wasn't a diss. So he did do something we did back in the day, finding your name was Quincy.
Yeah, then he mentioned the beef with Pharrell. He said, I'll inherit that beef.
He mentioned everything. I hate the way you walk, hate the way you talk. And so that question of where does that come from, right? And some people are attributing it to Don't Be a Menace.
Bernie Mac.
And others, right, like, so yeah, with Bernie Mac, or the movie
it's DMX too, though.
I Hate About You.
Yeah, was it like a DMX?
And DMX, right, and like in DMX. And then there's a DMX interview. So there's a DMX interview what on the Breakfast Club, where I think DMX literally is saying those things about Drake. But then, like I said, but Drake posted a clip from that movie with Julia Stiles, and reading that poem, and I'm like, now that's interesting. But hey, guess what though? Either way, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song.
Yeah. Now, to stay on this beef thing, I know y'all heard the Kanye verse.
I still haven't. I haven't listened to Kanye in over a year.
All right, he's going,
unless it was older songs.
He got the Like That remix, so he's jumping in. But I do want J. Cole to destroy Ye though. I do want to see that.
He put it. Look,
I want to see that.
Prophet, he already did. He partly took him down.
Yeah,
he's just being nice. He's being nice. Now, as we talk about this beef thing, we're going on other topics though, because everybody talking about this, but I just want to know that I just need the game to stop his shit though, because now he's the oldest asses, and he out here talking about like he on this J. Cole. I want somebody to beef with me because I know I got lyrics.
Go sit down, man. Go handle them lawsuits.
Dame, you're 46 years old though, G.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.